I thought I was having very bad anxiety and panic attacks. And then I was in the OR one day and I started with the dry cough and I couldn't breathe. So I went to urgent care and I had a chest x-ray and it came back that I had an upper and lower respiratory infection with abnormal inflammation of the airway. They gave me an aggressive treatment and I went home and I progressively got worse with other symptoms like the dry cough, fever. I mean, I was lethargic. I could barely breathe. I got the shortness of breath. And so then I went to a testing center. I got tested. And then I found out I tested positive. And it's just kind of been a roller coaster ever since.
But I was just dealing with the fever. But then it started to get progressively worse. And it got really bad. Like I couldn't move without losing my breath. It was hard to walk, and so that was probably the roughest part. My doctor wouldn't see me because I tested positive, and the hospitals wouldn't take me because my symptoms weren't severe. Because the first 8 days, all I had was a fever. So I was just taking over-the-counter medicine to combat the fever.
The fever was quite constant for a few days. And then after a few days, it was intermittent, on and off. And then after about a week, then I started getting a cough. So I did not get a cough early at all. And when I did, it was a dry cough. It was not frequent. And it was not a problem for me. I never had any difficulty breathing at all. So in a way, it worked out really well that I didn't know what I had while I was very sick. But then once I started feeling better, I discovered what I had. And now I'm able to do things like donate my antibodies for research studies, which is very nice. So I do feel very lucky that I was able to get tested. Now that I know about the fact that people can transmit it without even knowing it, and while they feel perfectly healthy, I have become a big proponent of physical distancing, as I like to say, keeping yourself physically distant from other people, wearing masks, taking all those precautions.